on the night of October 20th as the firecrackers began to choke the capital, transferring it into a proverbial gas chamber. A curious thing happened. Delhi's air quality monitoring stations, all 39 of which were functioning until 10 pm, 163 hours of the critical air quality index AQI data from the most hazardous period simply vanished. To put that in perspective, only 34 hours of data were missing in 2023. Namaskar friends, myself Deepak Kumarath. I welcome you to the digital media of Uday India. Today I want to speak about the grave pollution scenario in Delhi, and a truth that is universally acknowledged in Delhi is that the air after Diwali turns toxic. It is an annual ritual as predictable as the festival of lights itself. The fireworks, the smog, the headlines, and the public health warnings. But this year, a new, more sinister element was introduced: the vanishing act. On the night of October 20th, as the firecrackers began to choke the capital, transferring it into a proverbial gas chamber, a curious thing happened. Delhi's air quality monitoring stations, all 39 of which were functioning until 10 pm, began to fail. And mysteriously, in sync with the peak pollution hours, the data string from the Central Pollution Control Board (CPCB) dried up. By 1 am, only 19 stations were working. By 3 am, a mere 12. It was only around 8 am when sunlight and wind had begun to disperse the worst of the pollution that the system miraculously revived. In total, 163 hours of the critical air quality index AQI data from the most hazardous period simply vanished. To put that in perspective, only 34 hours of data were missing in 2023. The coincidence is too glaring to ignore. It suggests not a technical glitch but a deliberate act of data viewing, a digital equivalent of buying one's head on the sand. This episode is a damning metaphor for India's entire approach to its air pollution crisis. We refuse to look the problem in the eye, so we have simply chosen to shut down the instruments that do it for us. The question is no longer just about polluted air, it's about a polluted truth. How can we formulate evidence-based policy, allocate resources, or measure the success of initiatives like green crackers if the most critical data points are erased from the record? These stakes could not be higher. Air pollution is estimated to reduce the average life expectancy of Indians by over 5 years. The country is home to 13 of the world's 20 most polluted cities, and Delhi has worn the shameful crown of the world's most polluted capital for 6 consecutive years. As I talk to you more than a full week after Diwali, the PM 2.5 level in Delhi stands at 124 micrograms per cubic meter. The WHO's safe limit is 5. The argument that development necessitates this filth is a fallacy, one that China has successfully debunked. Once the poster child for pollution, China has demonstrated that economic growth and clean air can go hand in hand. Today, only one Chinese city features the world's worst 20, a list dominated by India. The template for action exists. But what is missing is the political will and administrative courage. The malfunctioning monitors on Diwali night are more than just a failure of machinery, they are failure of governance and a betrayal of public trust. They tell us about the authorities are not serious about solving the problem because they are not even serious about acknowledging its true scale. When the air is at its most dangerous, the most convenient policy appears to be simply look away. So until we demand accountability for the data as fiercely as we demand action on the pollution itself, our fight for clean air will remain just that, a fight against hot air. That's all for today. Stay tuned with Uday India and subscribe to Uday India.